government. The zoning decision by the PDP is therefore not only an internal settlement, but also a strategic signal that the party is prepared to be a pivot for an alliance. Whether the LP, NNPP, and ADC can harmonize with it remains the defining question. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is under intense pressure to rebuild confidence after the technology and logistics failures of 2023. And the iRev portal had raised expectations, but delays and discrepancies undermined trust. For 2027, INEC must demonstrate greater transparency, train ad hoc staff more effectively, and ensure timely dispute resolution to avoid the crisis of confidence that dogged the last election. As the election approaches, the economy will remain the dominant issue. The APC will argue that its reforms are bearing fruit and that reversing them would be disastrous, while the opposition will highlight daily suffering, rising costs, and the need for immediate relief. The party that best convinces Nigerians that their votes will count and that tangible improvement will follow is likely to have the edge in 2027. Breaking news on the televisions keep you in top spirit always without fail. Biscon TV Live globally keeps you in top spirit 24 hours daily through our entertaining yet very educative programs that take you back many decades, as fresh as ever, and still positions Biscon TV with the richest historically iconic, proudly Nigerian programs of all types in our archives, making Biscon TV the most admired and preferred brand in infotainment broadcasting, daily on smart TV, and stay in top lively spirit all the time. Being interactive and all inclusive.
Hello and welcome to Biscon TV News. I'm Bisi Olatilo. First, the headlines. On the national scene, federal government targets airlines over flight delays. Nigeria police goes global. ACP Dolapo Badmus appointed UN representative. On business news, oil showdown. Marketers threaten strike over Dangote dispute. On the foreign scene, International Atomic Energy Agency chief pushes for Iran site access. And now the news in detail. The federal government has ordered the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, NCAA, to name and shame airlines that cause avoidable flight delays or abandon passengers. NCAA spokesman Michael Achimogu, in a fair statement, slammed airline operators for not dealing with passengers with due respect and leaving NCAA officers to deal with their fury. This endangers consumer protection officers and will no longer be tolerated. Achimogu stressed that while the aviation sector faces challenges, operators must uphold world-class standards. Airlines found guilty of infractions will now face full regulatory sanctions. The federal government's directive marks a new era of accountability, communication skills, and professionalism. Previously served in Force Intelligence Abuja, she gained national acclaim as Lagos PPRO and later for Zone 2 Command, earning praise for a media-friendly approach. Her new role underscores Nigeria. The findings were submitted to JAM's management today, 8th of September. The panel recommended reforms to tighten exam security. Business news. Oil marketers, including Nogasa and Petron, as well as NATO, have threatened a nationwide shutdown beginning September 9 if the federal government fails to resolve tensions with Dangote refinery. The row centers on the refinery's plan to deploy 4,000 CN trucks, seen by marketers as a direct threat to their survival in the fuel distribution chain. Marketers fear massive job losses and collapsed businesses if Dangote bypasses traditional distributors. NATO warned that over 30,000 trucks and thousands of jobs could be at stake. While acknowledging Dangote's contribution to the oil sector, industry leaders insist their own operations must also be protected.